So we've looked at the product rule for the derivative of the product of two functions. And in this video we'll look at the quotient rule for the derivative of the quotient of two functions. So what does the quotient rule say? Well, the quotient rule says that if we have the quotient of two functions, let's say we have u of x over v of x, and we want to find this derivative. So we want to find d dx of u over v. Well, the quotient rule says that this will be equal to the derivative of the numerator, which will be u prime of x multiplied by the denominator multiplied by v of x minus the numerator u of x multiplied by the derivative of the denominator, so multiplied by v prime x. And this will be all over the denominator squared, so all over vx squared. If we wanted to rewrite this in shorthand, just so we remember better, this will be equivalent to d dx of u over v is equal to u prime v minus u v prime over v squared. And now we can use this to find the derivative of the quotient of two functions. So let's look at an example. Say we want to find the derivative of f of x equals to 4 square root x over x squared minus 2. And we know from before now that our numerator will be equal to u of x and our denominator will be equal to v of x. And from the quotient rule, we also know that we have to find these derivatives. So we can find the derivative of u of x will be equal to 2x to the minus a half if we find the derivative of 4x to the half. And the derivative of v of x will be equal to 2x if we find the derivative of x squared minus 2. So let's use the quotient rule to find the derivative of the quotient of these two functions. So now f prime x will be equal to the derivative of the numerator, which will be equal to 2x to the minus a half multiplied by the denominator, so multiplied by x squared minus 2. I'm going to go to the next line here to finish my numerator of my quotient rule. So minus the derivative of the denominator times the numerator, so minus 4x to the half multiplied by 2x. And this will be all over the denominator squared, so all over x squared minus 2 squared. And if we simplify this, we'll get 2x to the 3 over 2, multiplying these two terms out, minus 4x to the minus a half if we multiply these two terms out, minus 8x to the 3 over 2, all over the denominator squared, x squared minus 2 squared. And now if we simplify this further, we'll get that this derivative f prime x is equal to minus 6x to the 3 over 2 minus 4x to the minus a half all over x squared minus 2 all squared. And this is our final answer using the quotient rule to find this derivative.